Mm, mm. You guys, somebody was playing it or talking about this song on Facebook. How his voice is so annoying, and I was like, I love that song, but I had totally forgot about it. And so right away, I went on Apple Music. I got it on Apple Music, and then I just told Alexa to play it right now because it's been in my head. And it was funny because all the comments, like people were laughing, like, "Oh, I love that song," or they were talking about the worst, like the people that are people like, but they think they're overrated, or people were saying everybody they're like Queen, the guy from Queen. I was like, what? Like we're like, yeah, their music. We were just saying, and I was like, the one for me was you know Maxwell, the singer. Like I like him, some of his songs, but I was like, he's so dramatic. Like okay, the one where he goes, this woman's work. It's pretty, but it's just like I don't know. It's just cheesy to me. I don't know. And so I said I put him because I was like, that was on the top of my head. I was like, I like some of his songs, like that one where he goes something something. Like I like a lot of his songs, but it's just so it was funny. Everyone was putting different ones. People were putting like Madonna. People were putting different, and it was funny because like some of them, I was like, "Wow, I love them," or "I like him," or I was waiting for someone to say Michael Bolton. But anyway, Alexa, stop. So you guys, I haven't been on made a video for a few days, but so yesterday I had my blood test, and it was a fasting one, so I had to fast for like 12 hours. I felt you guys, I made a mistake. So I woke up. I didn't even really sleep yesterday. That was the worst part. Is that um, it was the one night I couldn't sleep, and yesterday after everything, when I got back from doing everything, I just crashed. I took a shower, crashed, and I woke up officially around like 3 a.m. I might woke up a few times before that, but you know, go to the restroom, turn something. I wouldn't have just slept till 3 straight. So there was some reasons I remember walking around last night, but officially I woke up at 3. Like just like Chris Tucker says, it's morning when I wake up. Like he might wake up at noon. It's morning. Like don't like you know how people say I'll call you in the morning. It's like don't call me until I wake up. That could be 4 p.m. That could be I'm laughing, but so yeah, you guys. So yesterday I was already kind of hangry because I couldn't eat. My friend called me from work, and we were talking for a while. We were just talking about what's going on in her life, and we were just talking about everything, and just But I'm kind of okay. So I was already kind of hangry, and I just started getting sad about things. Because she was like, "Oh yeah, so and so's leaving. Like 3 people are leaving from our area." And it just got to me, and then not because I'm so close with those people. Some of them are young; they're going back to school. I get that. You know, when I was their age, I was like, "Shit, I ain't doing this ish." Like, you know, I'm going back to school. Like, I understand that, but it's just I don't know. But that's like work stuff. But one of our friends from work. Okay, so we're concerned because he hasn't been there. His mom was going through something, and um so he was like, "Oh yeah, I'm going to Vegas because you know his mom was there. And his mom's like sick, and his mom, I actually like she knew who I was and everything because you know he said, she just said, oh my god, thank you for all the prayers and the thoughts and everything. Because when we were in his car one time, like she was on speaker and like I was just talking to her for a minute, and I was like, she's like, thanks for just loving my son because we love him like he's our homie and everything. So and so you guys, he's always telling stuff, but then and mutual, like I do too, and I get it. I've been through that too, where I was like, um, I'm going through whatever. I may not say it like that, but I'm just like, I'm fine. You know, don't worry, it's taken care of. Like someone say, like, why aren't you even at work or whatever? And I just feel like at the time with certain people, I was just like, well, I'm thinking, yeah, but that's like work. You know, like you don't want to tell everything because they might be like telling, you gotta be careful with that. So I understand not wanting to be like just open with every single thing, but with everybody. Because some people you may be chummy with, joke around, but it's not like, oh my god, let me tell my deepest thoughts to. But like, and I always look at it like he's a guy too, and guys are kind of like, no matter what, whether they're straight or gay, they're still guys. So like, they're still gonna be like, that guy mode. Because sometimes we'll say things to him, and he'll be like, we'll think he'll be like us with it. Because he'll be like, oh, you can say hey girl to me, and I was like, whatever girl, like, and he just laughs and everything. But he's still a guy, so he sometimes we'll ask him stuff, and he'll answer the way a guy would answer, like, do you mean this or they mean that? We'll say, what does it mean when a guy is just looking at you like this? And he'll just be like he just, he'll just. So we're just like, he's like that. But then, so my issue, guys, is I'm kind of annoyed because he, like I said, I was already kind of sad about other things, and then my friend told me about the people gonna be leaving. He hasn't been there. We don't know where he's at. The last time he talked to me, texted, he said, send me that picture of us, because we took selfies one day, me and the one friend I was talking to, and then him. And I said, okay, and I didn't like how I looked in it, but I was like, okay, but he said at work, because I wasn't there, I haven't been there since the 5th because of another issue. He was like, she didn't send me the picture, blah, blah, but I don't know if he's mad over that. I think it's just, but to me, it's like, if someone's reaching out to you, like saying, are you just okay? You don't have to tell me no details or anything. I just feel like it's common courtesy to be like, I'm good, I'll hit you later or whatever. Because we don't know, he could be in a ditch somewhere. He said he was driving to Vegas. Like, Vegas, you know how that is, desert going over there. It's like, I don't know, like, you don't know. The car could have broke down. Like, I'm just slightly annoyed because I'm just like, it's like, I don't bother people. Like, I'm not the type that's going to be blowing you up with it. I'll just be like, I mean, it depends on the relationship. If it was someone I was in a relationship with, I think kind of like there's a different expectation there. Like, hello, like, if you want me in your life, we need to be like in contact. I need to know at least what you're doing, how you're doing, like what's going on. But I think friends is a little different. I think like, and I also still feel that people are allowed to have boundaries. They're allowed to be what they want to tell you. But I feel like just bottom, like basics is, oh, I'm good, I'll hit you later. I'll hit you, And I know, I just hope nothing happened to his mom. Like, I'm just like, I'm genuinely concerned. So I'm like hitting him up. And I just got Saturday morning and I just started crying because I was just like, I just started thinking about everything. I started thinking all the sad things and I was like, ugh. And I think the good news is, I think if I hadn't been on these pills, I probably would have been worse. I probably just would have been like so into a just mood, depressed mood. So that's the one blessed part about it. But speaking of the pills, you guys, so I had to be fasting, right? So I couldn't put lemon water, nothing. I just had to drink straight water. I ate last at 9 on Wednesday night, and that was the last time I ate. And my appointment was, I couldn't get an appointment till 10. Now, shout out to Kaiser, because if you make an appointment, they get you quick into the lab. But if not, yeah, you're waiting there. So they kind of exaggerate sometimes the wait time, but I got in. Everything's good. As far as I know, from what I've seen, my results are already back, and for everything was in a good range. The only one I'm not sure she's gonna contact me about is the cholesterol thing. That said my results were at borderline. So I'm like, is that gonna be I'm on pills again? Because I was on Lipitor years ago for cholesterol, but I don't want to take no more pills, so I hope it's not. She didn't. You guys hold on. I'll be right back. I need to look at something real quick. Why did it sound like they stopped? Whew. So last time I did blood work was in January. I looked on the thing because it lets you compare what your results are this time to last time, and then it says their notes, like what they're thinking of all your results. I think they give you the results before the doctor even gets it. I don't know, or she may get it and then she hasn't analyzed it yet or whatever. But it already goes to your portal. So of course I was Googling everything. Everything is like I was shocked. It was actually in the good ranges. The only one I don't understand is the lipid panel ones. I don't like, some of them were saying good, but then they seem like, I don't know. I can't analyze it. I don't understand it. I was just googling what does this number mean. It seems like a lot of people Google those things because it was like suggestions coming up. So I'm like, so we'll see, you guys. But so I had made the mistake yesterday of taking my meds on an empty stomach, and because I was in that moment with my feelings, and I just felt like, okay, let me just take at least the one pills that I need, just to maybe it'll help with my mood or whatever. 'Cause I know it's already in your system, but you know how you just take your dose and you're like, okay, I don't know. I don't know how that all works. I'm not a doctor or whatever, but I'm just saying, I'll ask the doctor about it I talked to her next Friday. So, because she's going to ask me how is everything going with the pill. And I'm going to let her know I do feel calmer. I do feel, I don't really look like loathe. I don't like, if I get a thought, like they call it intrusive thoughts. Like if I get an intrusive thought, like, oh, I'm sad about this, or I'm depressed about this. Oh, I gotta deal with this. Which sometimes it's just normal thoughts. Like, okay, yeah, I do gotta deal with that. I want to, but sometimes I think it's when you kind of just are like, that just ruins your whole life for like a month, and it's just like, I'm gonna talk to her about it, but and then the situation with staying here a little longer, but I think it's just, I don't know. Everything was hitting me, and then my dad's coming back earlier than he was supposed to. He's supposed to come back in September, but I was gonna be gone by then, from here. But plans change, as I said, so I'm gonna be here a little longer. He's gonna come back next Saturday. I don't know if I'm gonna be here when he gets here. Because he said he gets here at 2. That just means his plane gets to LAX at 2. And you know how, but that it's not right away. It's like you sit there and wait. Because he said he was almost at the Atlanta airport for like 2 hours after they landed. Like, I don't know if he was waiting in the plane or what was going on, but I thought you just get off. But I haven't been on a plane in years, so I don't remember. But so that'll be kind of good because I get to see him a couple weeks, and he's leaving to go somewhere else. That I won't comment on, but he's leaving, so it'll be good to kind of have someone around again and to see him, and because I don't know how much more times I'm going to see him, as a lot, just because of the situation here. I don't know what's going to happen with that. But that even my mood before would have been like, oh God, now I'm gonna harp on that. That was one thing. Oh, I'm sorry, you guys.